Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. For the class 8, subject chemistry, unit 5, changes around us. Today we are going to discuss about the continuation of yesterday's class. Production of heat, light, sound and pressure. See, chemical reactions takes place. Due to chemical reaction, the formation of heat, the formation of light, the production of sound and pressure takes place. Okay. First one is production of heat. Have you ever rubbed your palm in winter season, children? Please rub your palm. What will happen? You have noticed some heat produced when you use that rubbing of your palm. Clear, children? See, have you ever rubbed your palms? To keep yourself warm during the winter season, you are rubbing your palm like this, and then like that. You have also noticed that heat produced when you use cycle pump. Similarly, some chemical reactions produce heat energy also. Such reactions are called exothermic reactions. Exothermic, heat will produce due to this reaction. During this reaction, heat will produce. Such reactions are called exothermic. Heat produce reaction are called exothermic. For example, when you add some water to quicklime, you know very well what is quicklime? Calcium oxide. If you pour some amount of water on the salt quicklime, that is calcium oxide, a lot of heat is released to produce salted lime, that means calcium hydroxide. Shall we see the image, children? See here, this is a beaker, hard glass beaker, and this is some amount of quicklime, that is calcium oxide. On pouring water, some amount of water into the calcium oxide, the chemical reaction takes place to produce some heat. So this water reacts with calcium oxide to form calcium hydroxide. By the liberation of some heat, heat will produce. This reaction is a good example for exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction is nothing but formation of heat. When two reactants combine, what is the reactant here? Water and calcium oxide. These two reactants combine to form a product. This is a product. This is a reactant. So this is also a reactant. So water combines with quicklime, calcium oxide to form calcium hydroxide. So the product is calcium hydroxide. During this chemical reaction, heat is produced. So this is a good example for exothermic reaction. Clear, children? How you realize the heat will produce? On the mixing of water with calcium oxide, we can observe that the beaker becomes very hot. If we touch the beaker, we feel hot, very hot. That means we can conclude that heat energy is liberated. So the beaker becomes hot, its temperature automatically rises. So this is a good example for exothermic reaction. Second one is production of light. When you ignite a candle, everyone knows to ignite the candle, right? So you like to ignite a candle. So when you ignite a candle, you get light as a result of burning. On burning of candle, we have when we ignite the candle, light will produce. Some chemical reactions like this light produce light. Some chemical reactions produce light. For example, if a piece of magnesium ribbon is burnt in a flame, see here, this is called burner. A piece of magnesium ribbon, a piece of magnesium ribbon is burning in a flame. Bright light is produced with heat. This is a bright light. Bright light is produced with heat. Even this is the good example for the production of light. Even the firewoods during festival times. So everyone likes to cracks the crackers during the festival Diwali, right? So during that time, different color lights will produce, which are all this due to the chemical reactions. So fireworks during festival times produce different colored lights. Here also on burning of magnesium ribbon, we are getting the bright light, colored light as well as the heat. Next, not only the burning of magnesium ribbon, also we have fireworks during the festival time. It will produce different colors, different colored lights. All these are happen due to chemical reaction. The next one is production of sound. When we speak, sound is produced. I am speaking in front of you. You are all hearing my voice. The sound is producing, no? The sound is heard by you, right? So that is a concept, production of sound. When we speak, when you speak, when I speak, when we speak, sound will produce. When you hit metals like iron, copper, etc., a sound is heard. You are hitting some metals, iron, copper, etc., the sound will produce. Some chemical reactions do produce sound when they takes place. What happened when you fire cracker during Diwali? If you fire cracker during Diwali, you hear a much more sound, right? The chemical substances kept in the crackers undergo some chemical reactions to produce sound. The chemical substances which is present inside the cracker will produce a big sound, large sound. Okay, so due to chemical reaction, once we fire the cracker during the festival time, it will produce sound. Due to that, how it produce means the chemical substances present inside the crackers, inside the cracker undergo some chemical reaction to produce sound. Clear? You can hear a pop sound. Pop sound means tap 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 tap. That is a pop sound. You can hear the pop sound when a metal like zinc or magnesium reacts with dilute acid. Dilute acid means hydrochloric acid or anything. Dilute acid, hydrogen gas is produced. So metal, for example, zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to form hydrogen gas. So zinc is a good example for metal. Metal reacts with the dilute acid to form hydrogen gas with the pop sound. See here, since hydrogen gas is highly flammable, it reacts with oxygen in air to produce pop sound. See here, that zinc, these are the zinc metal. By adding the dilute hydrochloric acid, the hydrogen gas is liberated. This is called hydrogen gas. On this hydrogen gas is highly flammable. This is highly flammable. on exposure to atmospheric oxygen to produce pop sound. Clear children? Pop sound means tap tap tap. Once again I am repeating this experiment. This is a zinc metal. By adding a small amount of dilute hydrochloric acid in that zinc metal, I am taking zinc metal in a test tube and adding some amount of hydrochloric acid. The reaction, the chemical reaction takes place by the liberation of hydrogen gas. Once we release the thumb from the tube, the gas will exposure to atmospheric oxygen, atmosphere. So the hydrogen combines with atmospheric oxygen to form a pop sound. Clear children? Production of pressure. When you compress hard a balloon having full of air, it will burst. Everyone just know that. When you compress hard a balloon, if you compress a hard balloon, what will happen? Suddenly the balloon will burst like anything, right? Yes. This is due to sudden release of air. Now the balloon is filled with air. The pressure is high. If we compress the balloon very hardly, what will happen? It will burst. The air from the balloon comes out. So due to increased pressure on compression. So on compression, due to increased pressure, the air from the balloon comes out suddenly. Okay. So see here, this is the balloon filled with air. On compress this hardly, it will burst. The air is released like anything, very fastly. Chemical reactions produce gases. In some chemical reactions produce gases which build up the pressure when the reaction takes place in a closed container. If any chemical reaction takes place inside the closed container, during this chemical reaction gas is liberated, comes out. See here, chemical reaction produce gases which build up the pressure. That particular gas, liberated gas, build up the pressure inside the closed container. If the pressure level goes beyond the limit, we get the explosion. If any chemical reaction takes place inside the closed container, during the chemical reaction the gas is liberated, all the gases are present, build up the pressure inside the closed container. If the pressure goes beyond the limit, what will happen? The level of the pressure goes beyond the limit, automatically it explodes. See here, the explosives and the fireworks burst because of this reaction. So when they are ignite, they explode due to pressure generated by gases from the chemical reaction. Thus we are hearing very huge sound due to the pressure released from the closed container comes out, it bursts like anything. So when they are ignite, when they means the explosive or fireworks ignited, they explode, they are all explode due to pressure generated by gases inside the closed container by chemical reactions. So thus we are all hearing a very huge sound. Clear children? See here, the fireworks or any explosives takes place, the chemical reaction takes place inside the closed container. Due to the chemical reaction, the gases produces, if the pressure exceed beyond the limit, automatically it bursts. See here, the fire explosive. Thank you children, we will see you in the next class.